What's up, metalheads? I'm Jamie. This is the BladesAndEDC channel, and today I have a review for you of the more budget-friendly Kansept Convict. I'm not going to call it budget because these are still kind of expensive for what you're getting anyway. Not terribly expensive, but the original Convicts were S35 BN blade steel, and they were thumb stud action and titanium frame locks. This one is a liner lock with 154 cm, and you can get this in carbon fiber, micarta, and I think there's even some G10 variants. Most of these are sold out everywhere at the moment. Yeah, there are G10 and a couple different micarta variants. The carbon fiber one you're looking at runs $95. The G10 is generally $80, and then there's a Damascus and micarta that's $125. And a burlap micarta and coated blade that's $92. So, you know, between $80 and $100 for the more budget-friendly version, and the premium runs around $210. So, we give the specs, and we'll do a couple size comparisons. Okay. Now, this variation here, the weight may vary a little bit depending on which one you go with, but on this variation, overall length is 7.5 inches, blade length is 3.3 inches, blade thickness is 137 thousandths, and the weight's 3.6 ounces. This has this, it's not slabs of carbon fiber, I don't think. I'm looking at sides here. Yeah, I think these are just, this is just layered over G10. It's basically G10 with a carbon fiber layer over it. It's what it looks like. The action on this knife is really good. That's one thing I got to give it. It's really good. Let's do a couple size comparisons real quick. Here is the Kaiser horn. Very similar in size to the Kaiser horn. How about the mini sheepdog? Quite a bit longer than the mini sheepdog. It kind of reminds me of the sheepdog a little bit, honestly. A little smaller than the full-size sheepdog. Quite a bit larger than the small or mini sheepdog. Here is the Artisan Cutlery Ahab. A little shorter than the Ahab. Thickness-wise, about identical. What else we got here? We can do, how about the Kaiser Feist? You know, I've just realized that I don't own a single Kansept knife. By the way, this knife is part of the Apex pass-around group, so I was not the first to get my hands on it. There were several who had it before me. So action may vary out of the box compared to what I'm getting here. Here's the Kaiser Genie. Yeah, lengthwise, the Genie's just a hair longer. How about the F5.5, Urban EDC F5.5? Thickness-wise, F5.5 is maybe a millimeter thicker, but quite a bit shorter. Do a couple more here of the regulars. We'll do the Dimco AD 20.5 and the Kvist Bladeworks variant PE2, and of course we have to do the Penguin, the QSP Penguin. There you go. So that should give you a good idea on the size. It's just, from what I can tell, I don't have the premium version, but I've had it here before. I anodized one for someone, for Craig. I think they're identical in size, length and everything, thickness. It all feels very similar. Obviously, this is a liner lock versus a frame lock, but I think the total size, hold on, let's go look real quick. 7.5 inches for this one, and the titanium frame locks are, how long are they? They're S35 BN also. 7.52 inches, 3.3 inch blade. So yeah, about the exact same size. It says the original blade thickness was 140,000, or yeah, 140 thousandths, and this blade thickness is 130, what did I say it was? 137 thousandths. Because somebody asked me, I wonder if you can swap the blades over because they like the hole, right? And I didn't know the answer to that. Now looking at the specs, I doubt that would work. Just a slight variation in anything and it wouldn't function properly. So I don't think you could take this blade and put it on one of the premium models. It would be pretty cool if you could, though, and have that hole in it. This is a sheepdog design, right? Yeah, another sheepdog design. So the designer of the mini sheepdog and the sheepdog. So Ergos are really good, except for this pocket clip. this pocket clip definitely is pokey. Comes up, not straight up, but comes up to a point and doesn't flatten out at all. Doesn't bother me as much here as it does here. When I choke up, yeah, I really feel it a lot right there, a whole lot. Back here, I do feel it in the palm, but because of the way my hand's going over it, yeah, actually it's gonna be a hot spot there too. If I grip hard, if I were to be using this knife, that pocket clip is gonna be a hot spot. Luckily, with this knife, you can easily get a replacement pocket clip for it. I would imagine something like the Kaiser deep carry clips would fit this very well, I would think. It would make it super deep carry though. It would stick out above that. Or you could probably even go with, I'm curious if the, like Swabs. Yeah, I can't remember, this didn't come, I think this came off a Kansept or something. Don't remember what this came off of, but I think that clip would fit it. Yeah, I'm sure you could get it, easily replace this clip, so. Don't let the clips scare you away from this one. Everything else about this knife is really good. I think the price is honestly a little high for this. I mean, if that was real carbon fiber, maybe. It's still liners. It is on ceramic ball bearings, but, you know, with that, I think it's a steel pocket clip also. Yeah, steel clip, steel liners, steel hardware, and 154 cm with fake carbon fiber, basically G10. I think $95 is kind of high for this personally. This is at most, I would say, a $75 knife in that range, right there with the sheepdog and mini sheepdog and knives like that are 154 cm. Yeah, I think it's priced a little high, although they're out of stock right now, so I guess some people don't think so. But the original Convict has kind of a cult following. People love that knife. I like that knife a lot, but I think I'd love this knife more without that. I know I would without that pocket clip on there. That's the only thing that's killing it for me. I mean, it's really a pretty shitty design when you look at it, right? The way it just comes straight up right there. Luckily, it's in the middle, or it'd be even worse. But with a medium-sized hand, it's digging into my palm in the normal grip. And when I choke up, it's digging in even more in my palm back here. So other than the pocket clip and the price, I really like this knife. The action's great, man. The detent is perfect for the reverse flick or the thumb flick. Both are easy to do. The pill shape hole works extremely well. It's not too sharp up here, but it's sharp enough to where you get good traction. Yeah, the action's fantastic. The ergos are fantastic other than that pocket clip. Without that pocket clip, this thing would be a dream to have in hand. And I think the micarta variation would be even better, right? Micarta feels so good in hand, and Kansept does good with their micarta, so yeah. All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up. Thank you so much for watching. If you picked up one of these and already have it, does the pocket clip get into your hand? And if you have replaced the clip on yours, comment below, let people know what clip works. I'm sure somebody out there has come across this issue already and replaced that clip. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you on the next one.